They came out of nowhere in 2017 with a debut album that was a fresh throwback to the old school metalcore sound, but just as quickly as they came, they vanished. Vesta is a metalcore band from Detroit, Michigan. They were signed to a label created by Attila frontman Chris Franzak and released their debut album, New Obsessions, that instantly put them on the map. I'm gonna be honest, until you guys commented in the last This Band Disappeared series. That's right, it's a series now.
You bet your sweet bippy I did.
But I decided to check out the album because you guys wanted me to make a video about this and I needed to know what they were all about. So I checked it out and I'm gonna be honest, it's pretty fire. I'll admit, it's not the most unique sound and lyrically it can be quite cliche at times. If you want a band that takes you back to the old days but in a new form, this band is for you. I think my favorite track is Pretend and The Lights. If you want to start listening to this band, if you haven't already, I would recommend starting there. Those are both really good tracks. They toured with bands like Bad Omens, Attila, New Year's Day, and a few others for about a year. By a year, I mean like 6 months tops. This is all according to Bands in Town and Songkick. There could have been more, but from what I could gather, that was the only shows that they've done. And slowly they stopped promoting their music, they stopped talking about future projects. They honestly just phased themselves out. The reason, I'm not 100% sure. You have no idea how much digging I did, and I found practically nothing. Nothing! I don't think the band members are necessarily on bad terms. The lead singer did struggle with a lot of mental issues, which is prevalent in the lyrics that he wrote for the band. So maybe he just had a lot to deal with at the time, and the band didn't want to pressure him into continuing doing what they were doing. That's the thing with small bands like this though. It's hard to get news on them since they're so small, or they haven't made music in a long time. In this case, it's a little of both. Even the Reddit communities are not totally sure why they stopped making music. For Reddit to be uncertain of things is like a rarity.
Like that.
What would you teach, Dorian?
Philosophy mostly.
Philosophy.
Just philosophy.
The one thing that is for certain though is that people who are fans of Vesta are very sad to see them fade into the shadows, but something weird happened a few years ago. The band did die out at some point and they completely abandoned their band's social media pages. I mean, seriously, it's like a ghost town. For some reason though, the band updated their Facebook bio in 2019 and then again in 2020, and then it goes down again. So I did a little more digging and looking at the comments for the updated bio in 2019, from the looks of it, it seems like the post was actually explaining why they stopped making music, but they've since then deleted what they said about it. I'm not sure why, but based off of what the people are saying, I could only assume that it had something to do with the lead vocalist and the stuff that I mentioned earlier in the video. But like I said, I have no way of reading this message, so I don't know. That's the only activity from this band that we've seen in the past 2 years. It was so hard to find information about this band. I don't know why. There's so many questions. I doubt we'll be hearing any new music from Vesta anytime soon or ever, but I did look into the band members' social media pages and they all seem to be doing alright. They're all alive, so that's good. What are your thoughts on Vesta? If you haven't heard them yet, I highly recommend it. Just remember to appreciate the one album because we're not getting any more.
No, you will not die! Stanley! Stanley, you will not die! Stanley!
That's gonna be it for me. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!